Hey, what's up, guys? I wanted to get in touch with you guys real quick, man. Coming off the weekend, um, to be honest, I was a bit too disgusted uh, Saturday night to come on and talk about what happened between Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. Uh, but to get the small stuff out of the way real quick. Congrats to Shakur Stevenson. It was a one-sided fight. Hell, I went to sleep on the fight, man. First off, the fight was very late. They should have had that shit ready to go as soon as Taylor Serrano ended. But it was a one-sided fight. It was basically the same thing the whole fight. Shakur maintaining distance and picking the guy off from the outside. It's basically whatever. He unified the title, all right. Like I said, I had him number 3 pound for pound, going into the fight. So, what happened, what was supposed to happen, happened, especially going to the odds. I didn't point it out, but the odds makers made a mistake that I don't think they're going to make again anytime soon. They actually had the odds very close when the fight, when they first posted odds. Odds were very close. Probably pick'em odds, and of course, all the money came in on Shakur Stevenson. All right, now Liam Smith, congrats to him. He beat Jesse Vargas. It was, I started watching the fight at a restaurant on my phone. I think around the 4th round, and it was just one-sided for me. He was pummeling Jesse. Everything that was pointed out basically was true in that fight. Liam Smith was a true 154-pounder. He was the more active guy. I think the guy definitely has more dog in him at this point than Jesse Vargas now maybe ever had. And he just took the fight to Jesse and just beat him up. They should have stopped that fight way before they did. Steve Willis and Jesse Vargas' corner did a poor job. Hopefully the guy is and will be okay, but he took a beating. They should have stopped that fight. You could tell by the end of the 4th round, Jesse was huffing. He was starting to huff and puff. He was getting tired, and basically he got beat up, man. And Steve Willis was standing there watching it, just like he was standing there watching David Lemieux get beat up by Triple G. So poor on those guys, man. And congrats to Liam Smith. All right. Hell, now the Amanda Serrano Katie Taylor fight. Look. I had Amanda Serrano winning that fight. My score was 97-95. I had 2 even rounds. I believe it was the 3rd and the 8th. All right. The first 2 rounds I had going to Katie Taylor. The only other round I had her winning was the 9th. All right. Arguably, she could have had the 8th round, but I think near the end, I thought Serrano did enough to even it up. All right. That fight should have been a Serrano win or a draw at best for Katie Taylor. The first 2 rounds, I was seeing Katie Taylor's pedigree. I'm like, is she, a level above Serrano, right? 3rd round, Amanda started coming on. 4th round, of course, Katie Taylor got beat up. She was boxing well on the outside. For some reason, she went into the corner, went against the ropes and started getting, pummeled on. She wanted to go punch for punch. And like I said in the pre-fight, if she did that with a puncher, she would probably get hurt, beat up. I give her credit. She's tough. She didn't go down, and she came back. But arguably, that was a 10-8 round. If somebody would have scored a 10-8, I would not have made a stink about it whatsoever. All right, now Jessica McCaskill pointed out, and I was thinking it, in the 5th round, how Amanda Serrano sort of took her foot off the gas, how she was letting her come back into the fight, letting her get a breather, and I'm like, why is she doing this? Maybe Amanda wanted to take a breather herself, because she did, she was putting on the pressure, hurting the girl. All right, but in hindsight, may have been a mistake, especially if she could have kept going the way she was going. All right, now I had Amanda Serrano winning, of course, round 4. I believe 5, 6, and 7 also. And like I said, the 8th round I had even. ninth I gave to Katie Taylor, and in the 10th round I gave to Amanda Serrano because, and it was a thrilling finish. The fight lived up to the hype. A great statement for women's boxing, but that was going to be an even round for me. But near the end of the round, in the exchanges, you could tell that she rocked Katie Taylor twice. Had her stunned and hurt again. Because of that, I gave Amanda Serrano the round. All right. And like I said, 97-95 for me. I had a winning by 2 points. Benoit Roussel, who was the guy who scored, who had Kell Brook beating Triple G 3 rounds to 1. When that fight was stopped, he was the guy who scored it right, in my opinion. Guy from Canada, Benoit Roussel. So I agree with him. When I heard that 97-93 for Katie Taylor, I could not believe it. I was in disbelief. You got the girl winning the fight, not only winning the fight, but winning that wide. So what you saying? What, Serrano only won 3 rounds in the fight? I believe that is. That's terrible, man. And then when I heard 96, 93 or whatever it was, I just did not believe. I'm like, this got to be Serrano, But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking robbery, of course, And while I feel bad for myself, losing the play, because my parlay would have hit if Serrano would have got the decision, or if it would have been a draw, I would have hit. But I feel terrible for Amanda Serrano, man, because this woman has achieved it all. 7-division champion, future Hall of Famer. This was her big moment on the big stage, the big fight, MSG, her backyard. She was gonna, achieve the one thing that she hasn't achieved, becoming undisputed. And I thought that she done it, and they robbed the girl, in my opinion. I mean, there's no way Katie Taylor won that fight to me. Like I said, a draw at best. If I take 2 points from Amanda in the even rounds on my card, it wouldn't have been a draw, 95-95. But Katie Taylor did not win that fight. And I feel, when I saw that pain on Amanda's face when they read that decision, I feel terrible for the girl, man. I feel bad for myself, but I felt even worse for her because she had done it and they took it from her. And now they won't talk about fighting in Ireland. Why, so she can get robbed again? She should not do it unless she's getting paid at least $3 million. An offer she can't refuse. Where going in, you're gonna get robbed, you're gonna get a fair shake, but you're gonna have a lot of money, even though you're gonna have another loss on your record, a bullshit loss at that. So, I don't think she should go to Ireland, but if they make her an offer she can't refuse, I would understand, but she would have to knock that girl out in Ireland, because if she can't get a decision at MSG, you think she'll get one in Ireland? I don't think so. So that's it, guys. I might do a more in-depth video later on, but I just wanted to kind of give you guys quick thoughts coming off the weekend. The event was great, the fight was great, but that result was disgusting to me. So that's it. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll check in soon. Thanks for watching.